I'm looking, and no scarring on any of the gears, and everything, all the synchronizer rings look fine. So I went ahead and replaced all the bearings and synchro rings anyway, just because I had it apart, but I could not figure out what the issue was. And then finally, I found this shifter fork right here. Alright guys, so those of y'all that haven't been watching up to this point know that let me catch y'all up. So if you haven't been watching, if this is your first time here, thanks for joining us. But this is my project I picked up for about 800 bucks. And we were able to get it into first and fifth gear. So we got it about 5 miles down the road and ended up having to get it towed. So anyway, I pulled the transmission apart and I'm looking, and no scarring on any of the gears, and everything, all the synchronizer rings look fine. So I went ahead and replaced all the bearings and synchro rings anyway, just because I had it apart, but I could not figure out what the issue was. And then finally, I found this shifter fork right here. And as you can see, right there, it's broken. And then I just so happened to find the other piece to it. So luckily, when I bought this truck, they actually gave me a whole second transmission that I guess they had attempted to build it themselves, but I guess they just bit off more than they can chew. So they gave me the other transmission, and luckily the exact one that I needed was right there. So I did not have to order any special parts. I have the parts, so now I'm just getting everything cleaned up. I know it's a little disorganized, guys, but I mean, hell, you can talk shit after you see the truck works again. But no, I mean, I keep, the parts that I'm needing, they're, in containers. So I got special bearings here, I got my cooler here for some of the parts. This jack stand box, I'm using it just as kind of a stand so I can clean the rear case out. And got all this cleaned up. Finally, yeah, I made this jig myself. I just went to Harbor Freight and got this little thing, this little stool or whatever you want to call it, and I just drilled some holes in it that would fit so that I can line the gears up the way they need to be. And theoretically, I'll be able to just place the rear case down over it and then put it back together. So, wish me luck. I'm gonna, hopefully next time I talk to you, we will have this transmission back together and we will be in the process of putting it back in the truck. But I'll go ahead and catch you guys up on what I did, because since I have ADHD, I have to work on multiple things at once or else I'll lose my mind. So I went ahead and pulled, I pulled the engine. I ordered a bunch of new parts, all new seals, gaskets, because it was leaking oil pretty bad. You can see there's a lot of buildup. We're gonna get rid of all that. We're gonna clean everything. But luckily all the valve springs, everything is tight. I mean, it does look like there's some carbon in there, but that'll be okay. Ordered new coil packs for it. Gonna clean the intake out, but the valve cover was pretty bad. And I just took some oven cleaner to it, and I've just been letting it soak. As you can see in the bottom of the bucket, a lot of the sludge is kind of just melted off of it. And then here's some of the other parts that I've been cleaning, but yeah, we're gonna get it done. My goal is to get the transmission at least put back together today, and then I can start on the engine tomorrow. But then it's back to the real world job. So hopefully we are able to get this project complete, because I've definitely been sitting on it for too long. I've just got so many other things going on that I've kind of set it on the back burner lately. But we are gonna finish it up, and it is gonna be a pretty nice truck, after we get the wheels put on and I get everything put back together and we shine it up. I did go ahead and change out this door pin, so I finally got, I fixed that problem. But then I learned that they had slammed it so many times with the door pin being bad on the hinge that they managed to scar all this up. So I opened it up, or I bent it back out, whatever you want to say, but I believe that my latch is bad because I cannot get it to cannot get it to latch, so I'm gonna order another one off Rock Auto. I'm not sponsored by Rock Auto, I use them because it's very convenient, and every time I place an order through them, I get my things usually within 3 to 5 days. So, all right guys, I'll talk to you after I get this transmission put back together.